Okay, so I need to introduce somebody you've heard from already, Dawn Acevedo, who is an MA student, almost finished with her thesis on what are called tholoi. That's the plural for thalos. And it was these are pillared circular architectural structures that date back. I think Dawn could tell us in a moment. In fact, she may want to talk about her thesis here. I don't know. But in any case, she has done a lot of work with this going all the way back to the Bronze Ages into modern times. Her thesis had to cut it off at some point, but in any case, she has been working on this thesis, and I think it's probably about finished. She, I think, would be happy to turn it in fairly soon. But Dawn is our curatorial assistant at CNEA, a terrific partner with whom to work, and we appreciate so much her contributions. Dawn.
Thanks so much, Doug. Yes, I am hopeful that my thesis is just about done, but we won't talk about that today. So what I do want to talk to you all about today is digital tours and artifact displays. So one of the things that we've noticed coming into 2020 is the difficulty with COVID-19 and many other factors that have always been around, always been a part of the scene that prevent people from going places and doing things and getting to experience things firsthand. And so being able to create digital tours and to create digital displays is a crucial element of bringing the past into the future. So first off, I'm going to talk to you all about virtual tours. There are actually a lot of different opportunities available now in this day and age as far as creating virtual locations. And one of the reasons that we want to do this is because it does provide accessibility for people who can't go to these places on their own, or given current health situations, we're supposed to be sheltering in place, for example. And so these locations aren't available to the public. And for us, that includes the Center for Near Eastern Archaeology, with our artifacts and all of the programs that we usually have in place for educational purposes. We can't do those right now, but we want to be able to make at least part of the CNEA available to our friends like you guys. And so with that accessibility, we want to be able to provide an experience for you all. And not just any experience, we'd like to have an immersive experience, one that's going to help you feel like you're actually here when you can't actually be here. And so part of that, of what we've been playing with in creating these virtual tours, is virtual reality, because there are a lot of options now as technology progresses, as technology advances. We're able to virtually be in these spaces. So what you're looking at here on this slide, this is a tour generated by Matterport, which is software that creates what's called structure from motion, or photogrammetry. And so it takes lots and lots of photos overlapping and uses those photos to create basically a 3D environment. And I'm not going to get in deep in this because you'll hear more about it later from Dr. Kent Bramlett when he comes back to talk about technology and archaeology. But this is one of the methods that we're able to utilize as we move forward and try to make things available to you all. Another option is 2D video, which we'll have one coming up here that'll kind of be a little teaser for you all as far as what the CNEA is and what we do and what we have to offer. And then this third one that I have listed here, photospheres, created from 360-degree photos. This is something that has been around probably, or maybe more accessibly than photogrammetry for a while. And you see it really commonly if you're house hunting or trying to look at real estate, because it gives you this immersive feeling. Even though it's not three-dimensional, you are essentially in the space because you're surrounded by this sphere of being in the location. and it allows you to move from one spot to the next within the location that you're in. So here, let's go ahead and take a look at the video. All right, so I hope that that whetted your appetite some for what we have to offer here at CNEA. But you know, providing tours of our location, it's just not enough. You know, we want to go a little bit further than that. We want to go above and beyond that to be able to let you all experience the displays, particularly with Archaeology Discovery Weekend. Artifact displays are a part of what we offer, and it's part of our educational offering that we want to share our collections. We want to share our excavation materials with the public to not only educate them about these time periods, but to educate you all about the lands that these artifacts come from. And so some of the things that we're entertaining are the use of digital displays, which in this case includes 3D scanned images that we're able to upload to a host site on the internet so that you can actually go in and play around with these and manipulate them. Now, you'll notice in these photos that the one on the far right is gray. And I will tell you that what I have to offer you all this weekend looks like that. But we are hoping that in the future, we're able to partner with more advanced sites, more advanced host sites that will provide full color, full texture, 3D images of these artifacts so that you'll really get to experience and enjoy the full immersive element of almost holding these things in your hands, you know. But in the meantime, I hope that you do enjoy what I've been able to prepare for you all. So that takes me to the website. I want to go real fast through this just to show you guys. If you go to lasierra.edu/archaeology, many of you have already been there, you'll see this, this site here. And the banner at the top you'll see it says learn about our Archaeology Discovery Weekend. So you can click that, or you can click over on the side toolbar to go to the Discovery Weekend page. And it's going to come up looking like this. Here's where you can learn more about our program. Here's where you're going to be able to actually access the program for the event. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll be able to access the events from previous years as well. And on the left, you'll see a tab that says Virtual Tours and 3D Artifacts. So if you click on that, it's going to take you here where you're going to get to see that Matterport tour. You're going to get to see the 3D artifacts. You're going to get to see the Google Poly tour, which is the photospheres, the 360-degree photos that we talked about. And then you're also going to be able to access the video that we saw as well. So feel free to go here, play around with it. I want you all to just enjoy and experience what it's like actually getting to be here. Now, to open it up for questions, I would love to hear from you all what you would like to see from us. We are available on Facebook, Instagram, on the web, obviously, as well as YouTube and Twitter. And you can connect with us on those platforms at these locations.
Thank you, Dawn, for introducing us to the center where you live. You might think that you live elsewhere in Southern California, but you spend a lot of time here. What we would like to do for just a moment, Dawn and I, is to think about the sorts of things that we're doing and how it is that you can help. So if we could, I think, reflect together on the range of activities that we do. In a sense, we've already seen that because of the activities and the excavations overseas. But if we can think about the various types of projects that we do. So we have—
And there are a lot.
We do. And we, again, are framing this around a future. Times are hard for everybody, and it's certainly hit us too. And so we're trying to think about maintaining the momentum. Yeah. So we have conversation, we have conservation, and a lot of activity going on with conservation.
Absolutely. Just looking at this pithos right here, I mean, that's a great example of some of the conservation efforts that we do right here.
Right. We also do the field work, and we've been exposed to that, the 4 major sites that we have in Jordan. Outreach, a wide variety of outreach opportunities that including Archaeology Discovery Weekend. And whereas normally we have it in person here, and we will, inshallah, if God wills, next November, talking about Southwest Turkey.
Yeah.
So if all goes as planned, we'll do that back in person and keep a live component, an online component as well. So we do have a lot of those activities. And then research. I mean, your research, we talked about the loom weight over here that Jamie Bennett's working on. Betty Adams has been working here. We have a number of students who've done research here.
And not just student research, but our volunteers doing research as well.
That's right.
And all of that can only be made possible if we have support to do it.
Right. So what are some ways to help? In a way, what we're doing is sharing the opportunity to preserve the past that we feel CNEA stands for. And we want to provide that opportunity for people to support it.